What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Arabesque. Thank you once again to Shafiq for providing this larger playlist, and we're up to the final 1980s song in the track list, and that is I Don't Want to Have Breakfast With You. It's a very funny title. I should mention in advance, this is another Japan-only release, another single. So given that a lot of their songs are about romantic feelings and desired encounters with someone who has a lure or who they are attracted to, I would maybe see this as part of a chronological narrative with a night before, maybe a passionate one, maybe a hot and intense encounter, but at some point along the way, by the next morning, there's been some emotional break or some separation. Because often when you speak of having breakfast with someone, it follows a night of intense romance or indeed lust. So having a simple, let's say, domestic moment the next day would speak to a continuing feeling, a continuing desire and infatuation. But if you don't want to have breakfast with them, something seems to have happened along the way, whether it was at the end of the previous evening or something waking up next to them and realizing, maybe this actually isn't something that I want to be a part of. So it seems like there's a larger story here, and one that has some point of break or misdirection or redirection. So I'll see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Arabesque. The tune is I Don't Want to Have Breakfast With You, and it's a 1980 Japan-only single.
You take me out, we see a show, we paint the town. We are having a jolly good time. A late night supper with a bottle of wine. And then in your car, you're driving me home. And I is a guy I've never known. I'd say if you come in, that's okay, but you cannot stay.
Oh.
Waiting near my telephone since last summer. I know it's not true. I'm not able to forget about you. I look in the book, I don't see your name. I only hope you feel the same. If you come back to me, you will stay. I'm not gonna stay. I don't wanna have breakfast with you. I'm not gonna make coffee for two. It's alright for one night. I don't wanna have breakfast with you, 'cause I wanna forget about you. I have to, I want to be free. I'm not gonna have breakfast with you. I'm not gonna make coffee for two. I don't wanna have breakfast with you. I'm not gonna make coffee for two. It's
I thought it was going to start fading there.
alright for one night. I don't wanna have breakfast with you. I'm not gonna make coffee for two. It's alright
Yeah. It went 64 longer than I expected, but it's hilarious. It's what I was thinking, though the nuance of it is a bit more complicated. At first, I thought he was the one who, at the end of the night of seeing a show and painting the town red, was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to leave, I gotta go, I can't stay the night. But it sounds like maybe it's her who was saying, you can't stay the night because, look, this is fine for one night. It's cool, I enjoy it. But I don't want this to be a long-term thing, and I'm hoping you don't either. So it sounds like she's saying if he comes back, she's going to say, look, I don't want to have breakfast with you. I don't want to make coffee for two. I don't want this to be some extended, more serious thing. It was fun, it was nice, but just for one evening. Let's not make more about this. So again, maybe I'm missing part of it. Maybe, because it sounded like there's a point where she's saying, I can't forget you, but that she wanted to. So I can't forget you might think, or might suggest that she actually still has feelings for him, but maybe that's just because the night was so special, they painted the town red, they had a great experience together. But if she's saying that she does want to forget, and she certainly doesn't want to have breakfast or share coffee and so on, then maybe even if there is some residual, man, that was such a good night, she doesn't want to think about it more. She doesn't want to let it creep in and become a more serious relationship. So yeah, it sounds like it's, hey, it was fun, it was nice, I hope you felt the same way, but I hope you also feel the same way now, that let's just forget this, let's move on, I don't want to see your number in the book. And indeed, the first time that line came, I thought she was looking for him, like, oh, he went home after we had the experience and now he's not going to come back, I gotta try to find him. But I don't think it's that. I think she doesn't want to find him, and she's hoping that he feels the same way. So a funny tune, an enjoyable lyrical analysis in the sense that the concept suggested itself, but as it played out, I was unsure of which side was stronger in terms of who didn't want it to go on. And I think she's saying, I hope it's both of us. So yeah, another one that sonically was sort of in their wheelhouse, a bit more guitar, a bit less disco feel. I mean, it still had that dance floor, get your feet moving type of atmosphere. Maybe it would still be classified as disco, but it felt a bit more pop and less disco than some of their other tunes. So yeah, anyway, shout out to Shafiq once again. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.